All right, welcome back. We are now going to be moving on to cocktail number 2. And for that selection, I've gone with picking your Old Forester 1910 Old Fine Whiskey. So Old Forester has been around for a very long time. On their website, it tells you that they are the only bourbon that was continually sold by the same company before, during, and after Prohibition. It is a mash bill made up of corn, rye. This is called their 1910 Old Fine Whiskey because it actually refers back to a story of or an occurrence that they had at the bottling facility in 1910. And there was a fire that damaged the bottling line, so they had to stop bottling the finished whiskey that they had at the time, and they decided to just throw it into another barrel. It was a little bit heavier charred, while the bottling facility was being repaired. And in that time, it was going through this second resting period, and this double barrel, this second barrel, was much more charred than they normally use. When they opened it up, tasted it, said, "This is an Old Fine Whiskey." That ended up being the name for the finished whiskey that was released after the fire, that was on the production line, that had a second rest. So they coined it as they were the first to release a double-barreled bourbon.
I didn't know that.
It's got a very sweet, grassy, toffee popcorn
toffee, yes.
profile.
Mm-hmm.
Brown sugar, maple syrup, nutmeg, clove, and cinnamon.
Yeah, the toffee is very prevalent.
Respectively, you have ingredients in your home bar that some bars don't even carry.
Right.
Like you have a curated variety
Sure.
of interests, and that's what I see. I thought, okay, he knows his stuff, and he keeps saying, "I'm a C student,
No.
I'm an amateur, I'm a joke," and I'm like, I don't know, your curation speaks otherwise.
No, my knowledge is very elementary, but my bar or what I have would suggest otherwise. But then for people that are very knowledgeable about this stuff, they would look at that like, "Oh, you're a basic bitch."
No.
I'm being serious.
No, who told you you're a basic bitch?
Look, if everything that you drink for whiskey is Buffalo Trace from that family,
I mean, that's your preference.
that is my preference.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking
okay.
about like everything
just in general?
as a sum.
Okay, yeah.
Having a singular focus on something, I don't see anything wrong. Nerds generally have a singular focus. I find that to be kind of fascinating. Did you ever go up and talk to a nerd at
I avoid them.
What? No,
I'll talk to him for like 2 minutes, and then after a while, it's like, okay, I'm done.
You gotta find that button to push of like their interest. Like you find that interest and you bring it up and you get them the way that they light up from the inside to explore it and tell you about it and why. And they jump down the rabbit hole and they pull you with them and they got a roadmap and they're like, "Come follow me." Like I get a huge kick out of that.
But my rabbit hole is only 5 minutes.
You're
at tops.
Like Buffalo Trace, the end.
Right, exactly.
I'm not gonna knock a Buffalo Trace whore because Buffalo Trace itself has an incredible history in the way that it has influenced American bourbon, American whiskey throughout our history. After trying that and me knowing that part of the story behind the 1910 of the Old Fine Whiskey had to do with a fire, I'm gonna do a flambe.
Oh, wow, all right.
Because it is the winter season. This is when people explore warm drinks like toddies and eggnogs and ciders, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest eggnog fan. I love the body, I love the creamy texture, the silkiness of it, but I'm not the biggest fan. However, that doesn't mean that I can't achieve those things through different means. Off your pantry, we have Custard banana liqueur. This is like banana taffy, like banana candy.
Yep.
You know, the yellow, one that sticks to your teeth.
Absolutely.
That's what that reminds me of. floral, sweet candy, roasted aroma. So what we've assembled for the cocktail side, yum.
Yeah, I already know. This is gonna be like a dessert, right?
Yes, this is gonna be a dessert style cocktail, but a lot of times when you say dessert, a dessert cocktail, you think, oh, this is gonna be real sweet, huh?
No.
I don't believe in that.
No.
I don't think that it has to be diabetes. Like, I believe that you can strike a balance in flavor.
If you were gonna make me a dessert cocktail, I'd be like, get out. But
Don't kick me out yet. Can you wait till after I make the drink and make your decision?
well, look, I feel like
myself?
I feel like you know me. I'm like, look, I like a spirit-forward cocktail. Actually, no, I take that back. I like a balanced cocktail.
Yeah, you do. We're gonna do a balanced, hot banana flambe, like a banana custard whiskey cocktail.
Ooh, okay.
And drop in that picture of all the ingredients that are assembled for this. It includes 2 very ripe bananas, brown sugar, some, if you have fresh vanilla, great. If not, use vanilla extract or vanilla paste. All of that's gonna work. Your vanilla intensity is going to be different depending on what type of vanilla component you're using and how much of it you're using. We're gonna need some butter, some coconut milk or coconut cream, whichever you have, and we're seasoning it with a little bit of salt. So we're gonna move over to the stove so that you guys can see that process now. Brown sugar here. Okay, I'm gonna layer that into the pan. It's gonna come out in this pan to about 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
That's what we're dealing with. I'm gonna break up these like bigger clumps. That's set to medium heat. As that goes, I'm gonna start slicing these bananas. So
And you're gonna use the whole banana?
Yeah, I'm gonna have the whole banana, well, not the peel.
Okay. Yeah.
My dad likes to use these peels to like whiten his teeth and like whiten his skin. So for his skin spot, his like brown spots on his face, my dad, I've actually seen it work. I've yet to do it myself, but
Okay.
I did try the banana tooth whitening, and
Right.
it works. It really does work.
So you're saying any dark spots on my face, the banana peel will actually work.
The banana peel, yeah.
I feel like that's another segment you're gonna have to do.
You can even take the used skins and you can make banana tea, another banana flavored syrup, and it still tastes like banana, but it's more floral. Just using the peels, the skins and the peels. I'm gonna add a little bit of butter to this.
Okay.
It's like a tablespoon. I'm gonna let that melt in. I really don't need to mess with it. I'm just gonna let it sit and do its thing. I am gonna mess with it. I'm gonna sprinkle some cinnamon on it. So 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. I'm gonna sprinkle that over. I was shaking them because I wanted to see some brands of coconut cream are really dense and thick, and some have more water in them. This is a little bit on the thinner side, so I wasn't sure if I wanted to do coconut milk or coconut cream until I picked them up and shook them. We're gonna go with the coconut cream because I want a little bit thicker and I don't want to wait as long for the water to evaporate off. Did you know you can use vanilla as like an insect repellent?
Yes.
I don't know anyone who knows that, and I'm
How
always
did you
telling.
know?
How did I
you
know? Because
How
I
did you
hate
know?
I hate bugs, and I read it somewhere one time. I'm always trying to find like natural ways to deal with pests because I do organic gardening.
Right.
I was reading somewhere and it said that they didn't like the smell of vanilla, so I got some vanilla extract on a buggy night, and I rubbed it on myself, and it kept them away from me. I said, more people need to know this. More people need to know that you can use vanilla extract, which everyone has in their pantry. I'm never going back.
Well, look, I think Cynthia actually likes the smell of vanilla, so I feel that if I wear that on myself, it'll just attract
It'll
her
attract her. So it is an insect repellent, but a Cynthia attractor.
Yes.
Careful who you tell about that.
Right.
Everyone's going to be wearing vanilla.
Right.
And Cynthia's going to not know where to go. It's the strangest thing to keep in my car, but I keep a bottle of vanilla extract in my car. I'm hearing sizzling, but I'm not getting softening. So, that one. Mash it up a little bit because I want to soften them. I start real easy with that brown sugar because I don't know how sweet the bananas are.
You could just always add it in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you go too much, you fucked up.
Right. that coconut-y or whatever is starting to go away and more of the sugars is more prevalent. Oh, that's dessert-like.
This is just sweet enough, but I know that what's going into here next is going to be vanilla toffee from the whiskey and some nice spicy rye.
I see what you're doing.
And corn.
It's another layer. Yeah, that's good.
So now this is going to go from this to this, hopefully with as few incidents as possible.
Okay.
I'm not certain if I might want to add a little bit more of the Dryad.
Yeah.
I'm not sure because of how sweet it is.
Right.
And I don't want to fuck up the sweet creamy balance that's in here. I don't want to overdo it. So I'm going to wait until after I've added the whiskey and then decide.
Yeah, because the banana flavor is prevalent in that. Yeah.
It is. And so is the coconut.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you get the banana, the coconut, the cinnamon's like warm, but it's just kind of like a background character.
Yeah.
He's just like, he's mood music.
Right.
It's hot, so I'm just gonna pulse it. So there's pressure that's built up, and I want to release it, but I don't want to wear it. There you go. Can you hear that?
There it is. Yep.
Hear that hiss? I'm gonna check the consistency to see if we got all of those bits ground up fine enough. Nope. Slowly. It's actually looking good. That looks like the right consistency. I think got all the bits out now. So what I want to do is finish building the cocktail in here, and then I'm going to transfer it into the cup. Star of this show is Old Forester Bottling Line Fire 1910. 2 ounces. Let's do 1/4 of a cup. Oh, that looks so creamy.
That looks good.
It does. Oh, that is one fiery strong drink. All right, we are now at, we're gonna do 3/4. So we did 2 ounces to 3/4 of the cup. Oh, it's thick now.
Yeah, no, it's thick.
I want to add some of the banana flavor back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it needs it. Now it needs it.
Like, what are you gonna do?
Not much. I'm gonna do like 3/4.
Okay. Oh, 3/4.
Make sure it's not too hot.
Nice.
I don't want to get it on the plate, so I'm gonna just take this on the side. Just gonna grate a little bit of fresh cinnamon on top. Here,
Sin. All right. Hold on. Cheers. It's good. It's fucking good.
The way the whiskey just shines.
Wow, that's boozy.
It's boozy.
Yeah.
But I like it though.
It's warm and creamy. It feels decadent, but it's not heavy. For as thick as it is, it doesn't feel heavy on the palate.
I told you this. I don't think I've ever had eggnog before. Is this the consistency that eggnog is?
It's a little bit thinner.
Okay.
When you have eggnog, you can feel how thick it
It is.
Okay.
It's like coating all the way down your throat.
Yeah,
this
but
doesn't
is
do
not.
that. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Not a bad weird.
Yeah, it's just weird where it's thick in your mouth, but when it goes down, it's not
like,
thick.
Yeah.
I get it's thick in my mouth. That sounds wrong right there. I'm not gonna repeat it, but it's warm going down. Like when I drink this, I wish I was in Minnesota or like in Mammoth or something. Exactly, I want snow.
Yes.
Yeah.
On a fire outside.
Yeah.
I want this by a fire, and I want to see some snow.
Absolutely.
Like this
in my Uggs.
Yes.
This is comfort. This is a glass of comfort. Whiskey is in charge of this road trip.
Yeah.
The smell is like baked banana bread,
Yeah.
but the taste, it's whiskey, it's a bit nutty and coconut and toffee and vanilla and banana, but it's not roasted banana.
Yeah.
It's soft, ripe banana. This doesn't interfere with the whiskey in any way. And it slides back and slides down. You have this warm air, this warm cavity that's left that now gives banana. I get the cinnamon start to kind of creep into that cavity. I get that hint of vanilla that kind of lingers around with the cinnamon. The coconut, the creamy coconut that kind of coats everything over.
Right.
But what I'm left with then is like spices.
Yeah.
All the barrel spices, all the whiskey spices.
The spices for me are like on the sides. It's literally on the sides.
For me, the coconut is just kind of coats everything over. There's like this warm coconut envelope in your mouth.
No, it's very delicious. I like this.
I think the secret to this drink is actually the blending. Because the coconut becomes airy and whipped and emulsified.
Yeah.
You've incorporated air and it's trapped within the solution. And that's why when you drink it, it's not feeling thick. It's not feeling rich.
You aired it out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you don't do that for eggnog.
When you mix the alcohol, then the liqueur, you just
We just folded it in.
you just
yeah.
folded it.
We just stirred and folded it in.
And then you heated it up?
And then we heated it up.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
30 seconds in the microwave, just to get it hot again, but not like warm, because the whiskey was
That's room temperature.
so it was kind of cooled.
Oh, so you kind of cooled it down.
And so it kind of cooled it down. And for me, having this warm is the secret to why it tastes so good, because some of the more delicate flavors that like coconut can have.
Will kind of shine through more.
Exactly.
Yeah. It lingers. Yeah. I
But
like
in a
that.
very pleasant way, in a very light way.
Yeah.
That's why the temperature matters. If this was not a warm cocktail, you'd lose that part of the sensation, that part of the experience from the cocktail.
Yeah.
Because it would wash away solidly.
Yeah, no, I like that coating around the mouth because it just lingers. And to me, if it lingers, that's the stuff that, like, I'm going to remember that because it's there lasting for a very long time. Again, for me, not only that, but the enjoyment as well. Yeah.